Free hit chip activated. So just before we jump into the video, guys, I just want to clarify what a free hit chip is for anybody who is unaware. So basically, a free hit chip allows you to make unlimited transfers for one game week and one game week only. And then after that game week finishes, your team reverts back to the original side you had before you used the free hit chip. So I'm using my free hit chip in game week 19, but when game week 20 rolls around, the game week 20 team will be the team I had in game week 18, if that makes sense. So yeah. Also, guys, you are probably wondering why on earth I am using my free hit chip. Well, if you didn't watch my team selection video, I had Salah in there, I had Tsimikas, I had Jota, I had Rafinha, and I had Jose Sa in goal. And what's happening with all those players? They're not playing this week. So not only is the Liverpool versus Leeds match postponed, the Watford versus Wolves is too. So I'm not going to play my team for game week 19 with 5 players out. No, not going there. So I thought I used a free hit chip. I've got 2 of them now as well. So it's literally was an easy decision for me to make. And yeah, enough of the waffling. Let's get into my team. So in goal, I've gone with Fabianski. Fabianski plays Southampton. West Ham are a solid side. Southampton not so much of a solid side. That's why I've gone with him in goal. And my 3 defenders are Ben Johnson, Ben White, and Cancelo. So I've stuck with Cancelo. He plays Leicester. Too risky to take him out. He's an absolutely quality player, and I do expect him to probably do something again against Leicester, whether it be clean sheet, score a goal, or get an assist. He's literally brilliant. And then Ben White plays Norwich. He played 73 minutes in the Carabao Cup, then got substituted, so I do expect him to start. And although Norwich have improved under Dean Smith, I do not see them stopping high-flying Arsenal, and also Arsenal's defence is pretty solid as well, with Ben White, Gabriel, and Ramsdale. That little 3 players there, the little triangle they have, is very solid, and yeah, keeps a lot of teams out throughout the season. And then Ben Johnson, he looks like he's come back from his hamstring injury, and I probably expect him to start against Southampton, which will be a great fixture for him, because like I've said about Southampton, they don't score too many goals. And then if he doesn't, I've got Reece James on my bench. And then you're probably thinking, why are you benching Reece James? Well, Chelsea haven't been in great form recently, neither has Reece James, and Aston Villa have been in great form. So it's not exactly like go play Reece James, but I know, guys, very, very risky. So I may chuck him in instead of Ben Johnson, but at the moment, I'm going with Ben Johnson in the defence. So in my midfield, not much has changed. Yes, I've made 3 transfers, but I've still kept Bernardo Silva because he is a brilliant asset, and I've also kept Conor Gallagher as well, because, you know, a lot of people may think, well, do I get rid of Conor Gallagher now? He plays Tottenham and West Ham in his next 3 matches, which aren't easy fixtures. Do I get rid of him? Well, no. I'm going to keep him. He's literally Palace's best player. He scores beautiful goals, and maybe he could do something against Tottenham. And I know they have improved under Antonio Conte, but Palace are not a bad side at all. And Vieira seems to have, I don't know, revolutionised Crystal Palace in the way. They're playing much more of an attractive brand of football, and Conor Gallagher seems to be the focal point of everything that goes on in that Palace team. And yeah, you're probably thinking, why have we kept Bernardo Silva in? His form's dipped a little. De Bruyne's back from injury. Well, basically, I'm keeping him in because, you know, Guardiola could go play, mate, and he could score 2 goals. But then on the other hand, he may sit on the bench and do nothing. So that's why I kind of got to have a strong bench in FPL to bring on players for the likes of Bernardo Silva who may not play. But too risky to go without him. He's been absolutely outstanding this season for Man City, literally their best player. And yeah, that's why I'm going with him in midfield. And then the last 3 midfielders are Bowen, Son and Martinelli. So let's start off with Son. Why have I chosen Son? Well, Tottenham have looked brilliant under Antonio Conte. They look solid in defence. Also, they look decent going forward, and I expect him to start against Crystal Palace. And although Crystal Palace, like I've said, are a lot better under Vieira than they were under Hodgson, they are still a bit weak in defence. They concede a lot of goals from set pieces, and maybe Son can profit from that on the weekend, and also a home match for Tottenham as well. So yeah, bodes well there for Son. And then Jarrod Bowen, brought him in. I was raving about him when I watched this video. He plays Southampton, scored last night against Tottenham as well. Brilliant finish, quality player. I expect him to start. And the final player in my midfield is Martinelli. And as you probably noticed, I have stuck the captain's armband on Martinelli. And I probably won't stick with that decision, but could be a massive differential move. Imagine that. Martinelli plays 90 minutes, grabs a couple of goals against Norwich. Nobody captains him, literally nobody, but me, Zach Woods, FPL skills. But on the other hand, he could be a rotation risk. He may not even start. He may come on for a 10-minute cameo. So I may switch to a different player, or maybe a different set of players. Like there's a couple that I've got to decide from for the captain's armband. But yeah, that's my midfield. Let's roll on to the attack. So my 2 strikers are Alexandre Lacazette and Cristiano Ronaldo. So I've always wanted Lacazette. He plays Norwich. He's a brilliant asset to have, in my opinion. Arteta really favours him at the moment. Arteta says he's in great form, and I expect him to start and maybe get a goal or an assist. That would be brilliant. And then Ronaldo's in there as well. He plays Newcastle, one of the weakest teams in the league, and Rangnick has sort of revolutionised United. They seem to be playing a lot better brand of football, a bit more attractive brand of football, and also they seem to be winning games, which obviously was really important for them. So yeah, I'm going with those two in attack. I'm really happy with this team. Yes, I would have been probably happier with having the likes of the Liverpool assets against Leeds, etc., but I don't mind using my free hit this week. I've got a team right there that on paper looks decent, but hopefully they can perform on the weekend and get me a bunch of FPL points. As usual, guys, if you have any comments or questions, put them in the comment section. And here's a big tip. Do not make your transfers until the deadline day. So let's say you want to bring in maybe a Ronaldo, maybe a Martinelli, maybe a Son, maybe even a Jared Bowen. Don't do them now. Wait till the deadline because many matches could get postponed. And this team could change a lot. Let's say another match gets postponed, like the Arsenal match. There's 3 players out there that I'm going to change. But currently, if all matches go ahead, this is a 90% likely team that I will field on the weekend. The only debates are, do I play Johnson or Reece James, and who do I captain? But anyway, guys, that is the end of the video right there. I hope you have enjoyed this, and I'll catch you in the next one.